Well, it says we're live. We'll see how that goes. Tonight we're going to work on some of the graphics in Cuts-A-Lot Pro. Hopefully I've got this figured out. So, what are we going to do here? We need to maybe get rid of my picture. You don't need that. Okay. Now I can see the chat, kinda. You know, I ought to get my iPad up here so I can see the chat good. Let me get this going here. That way I can read the chat and not worry about things. Let's see here. Technology is wonderful until you have to use it. Get some BS going on. I'll be with you in a second here. Come on, get up there. Damn thing. Okay, boob tube. Back online. Okay. Okay. All right, I can see the chat now. Except it's, there we go. All right, I can see the chat now. I don't want to hear myself. Top chat 4. Okay. So I've already started on the skunk. So we'll open the project. And it's on the desktop. Skunk. Open. That way I don't have to go through a whole lot of rigmarole. I was working on numbers and letters last night before I stopped the program. So we're going to do this. We'll go to text, highlight. I want to use Airstream. I haven't used Airstream all year. That's Christmas. And let's type that in. AIR. That ain't it. Arial. AIR. So it's back this way. That's AIR. Alex Brush, no good. Alpha. I think Airstream would look good. Arial Black. Back to school. AIR. STR. Now I can't find it. What do you? Sheesh. These are the kind of things you got to go through with this stupid stuff if you want a really super nice model. I got to get up here and look. Airstream. AIR. I had Airstream on here. Airstream. Arial. I don't have it anymore. So, in order to get that, we're going to have to go to Fonts We'll put this up here. Free fonts. FREEFONTS. Enter. There we go. Search Airstream. AIRSTR. Might be EAM. EAM. Nothing. You can spend hours doing this. AIRSTREAM. No, I'm doing good. I don't know about that, Yogi. I just do my best that I can do. There we go. There's Airstream. Except I don't know that I like that or not. Type your text here. Update. Nope, I don't like it. It's no good. Army stencil. Let's look at the brush stuff. Nope, no good. No good. I think I'd be better off just go back to the fonts that I got. So let's get out of that. Let's just look through what we got here. Let's make this thing bigger so I can see what I'm doing. I want an italic. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't like that. Sure makes it handy to have your own sign plotter though. All right. I want something racy. Something like old. What is that? That is Comica avis. That's very similar to brush. Comica avis. Comica tide. Some of these fonts are so close that you what does a 6 look like? Let's see here. We want this 3 inches high. Okay, let's see how long they're going to be. Might as well make them the right size here. So the outboard wing panel is that long. We want it 13 by 3. Is that right? Twelve and a half by 3. I'm using Cuts-A-Lot Pro. So we got 3, enter, and we got 2.5, enter. Now, do I like that? So let's make up a couple of choices. That ain't bad, but we want to do copy, paste in place. So we got that. Now let's go here. Let's make the color red so you can see the difference. Okay. And we'll pick a font. Keep going. That's kind of a cool font there, but I don't like that the N is so much bigger than the other ones. That's more italic too. I guess I lost something. Okay. I've made up my mind that the checkerboards are going to be done the old-fashioned way. That way I can get them to shrink correctly, you know, taper. Be 2 tapings, just the way it is. That must be Western paper dowel. Air Strike, that's what it was. Air Strike. Let's try again. Air Strike. Let's go back and grab us another run at this, because I remember Air Strike to be pretty damn nice. It's hard for me to remember all these things. Free fonts, FR. Air Strike. AIRSTRIKE. Enter. Not on there. So let's try another font service. I want to search it. Air Strike. AIRSTRIKE. Let's just try air and see what we get. Search. I like that. That looks pretty good. That script. Let's download that. We got it on desktop. Let's make a new folder. New fonts. And save. Airport, airframe, air show, airwaves, air cloud. There's Air Strike right there. Let's see here. Let's download that one. Going to the next page. I think they got Air Strike outlined. Airstream, Airheads. Airborne. N was the old way of showing the United States, the national number, N. Let's try to download that one. Save. I want to pick a nice font, Airplane Script. Let's download that, because I don't have that. Not that I'll use it, but they're free. Okay, well, that's enough for now. So we want to do what here? We want to install those fonts. So I gotta do that. Come on, I just wanna close it down. There we go. I gotta get the zip files out and install them. Okay, where are they? And I can't even see this thing. Additional manage. New fonts. There we are. Put this over here. For you guys that don't know about how to install fonts, you just save them to a folder, open them up here. Then we're going to go here, that's a zip, and install. Okay, that's that one. And then back, there's strike. Install. That's one. Airstrike 3D. Let's try that one. That's kind of cool. Install. Install. Yeah, we'll skip that one. That's too complicated. Let's go back. I think we're done with the airstrikes. Strike out. Let's look at that one. No. No. Okay, let's go back. That was airstrike always. Let's do this. Install. Go back. Super Airbin. Install. Alright, now I have those fonts on my computer that I'm eligible to use. So I don't know whether the program will pick it up without me closing it out. So let's we'll close it out and then I'll reopen it. Yes. Okay. So now I got to reopen this program. Might as well do this right. Get it open. Do it right. I wish the toolbars would dock with the program. They're all over the place. Alright, let's open up my file I was working on. Open project. That was skunk. Open. Alright, we got that back. So let's try airstrike here on this one. Come on now. For some reason I can't grab that one. Why? So we'll delete it. And delete. Should have won't delete even. There we go. Copy. Paste in place. Move it down. Be able to grab it now. Text. And we want airstrike. That's no good. There's the airplane script. There's airstrike. Yeah, I don't like it. Airstrike 3D. Airstrike Academy. I don't like it. I thought I would, but it's no good. That's Bada Boom. I've used that several times. That's a cartoony font. That's Bangers. I don't know. That's toss up between Bada Boom and Bangers. Are about the same. And you can spend hours doing this. And it's only limited to what you can get off the internet or what you can think of. Now, if you're good at GIMP or Inkscape or whatever, you can make your own fonts. That ain't bad. Kind of different. Let's make that bigger and see what it looks like. We want it 3 by 13. 3 by 12 and a half. 3. Enter. Keep proportions. 12 and a half. 2.5. Enter. I don't know. That's kind of goofy. Come on, guys, give me some input. What do you think? Which numbers should I use? I'm looking for a special 5. I ought to put a 5 on there, but I know that I'll know the font when I see it. The 5 is what they like. That's Western of some type. Durango Western, yeah. they used to use on sprint cars. That's close. I bet the 5 is what I'm looking for in that, but it's not italicized, so I can't do that. Yeah, I think we did that type font on John's airplane. Oh, God. There's literally millions of fonts to choose from. Hey, we could put some happy people on there. That's the same thing I got up there. Kona axis. Cone tide. There we go. There we go. Let's try that. Let's get a size on that. And we want 12 and a half by 3. 3, enter. Okay, now that's pretty close to what we had before. Let's adjust the pitch and the stroke. Let's take this up. Size, width, tracking. Offset. Let's try that. No, we don't want that. Rotate. Skew. Let's try that. Let's rotate them a little bit. I don't know. Let's go back to 0. 0. 0. Well, I think that's probably going to be about right. Now we need to, what size is it? It's 1120 by 3. I don't know why it moved. There's 12. We'll do it that way. So, I don't You guys better come up with the name of the airplane pretty quick because I'm getting ready to do that. So what we need to do is we'll type some letters in here and see what it looks like. Because I want the fonts to be all the same. So let's get rid of this one, delete, move this one up. Little stinker, yeah. I don't think so. So we want this 13, we'll make it 14 by 14.8 by 4. Pink. Pink. I have to move this one down here. Center it up. Pink. Pink. Now we need to get rid of the appearance. Let's see, we need to color none. And we need to center that. Drop that down. Now these bonding boxes are what I use to, come on you. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do it that way. Oh yeah, got it. Object group. Now let's turn it. And we'll drop it down. Copy. Paste in place. Move it over. Okay, so we got AMA numbers and the skunk, huh? I gotta have something like Lockheed would call it, you know, Dark Star, or, you know, Blackbird, just something weird, you know. I like the Exodus, but we need to see what the meaning of Exodus is exactly. So let's pull that up. Meaning of Exodus. EXOD. A book of Exodus. Exodus meaning. MEANING, enter. Exodus, a mass departure of people, especially immigrants. The annual exodus of sun-seeking Canadians to Florida. Fart rocket, yeah. The Passover festival celebrates Exodus. Let's see what this says here. Going out, departure or immigration, usually of large number of people. The summer exodus to country and shore. The exodus, the departure of Israelites from Egypt under Moses. Hey, we got a moron in here. Let's see here. We got to go to StreamYard and dump this clown. Where's my StreamYard? Goodbye, moron. Where are my moderators when you need them? Okay. I guess the name will to be determined. Copy, paste in place. Let's rotate this. Wrong way. Oh. See, I don't think CAD is all what it cracked up to be. I mean, come on now. Oh, that's why. File, object, ungroup. Object, ungroup. Gotta get rid of that box. Come on. USA. And let's move it so we can see what it looks like. I've got to get this sheet laid out. So we need to do canvas size. We got it 12 by canvas size, matte size, custom. 12 by 40. Enter. Okay. There we go. We got some matte now. We can see what we're doing. So I think this is going to be too small, or too big, I mean. I've got to do my wicks too. Okay, them are way too big. Well, we've run about an hour already. How time flies when you're having fun. Object. Object group. we need to shrink this down to, let me measure it. Let me measure it. Those are 2.5. So we're going to make them 2 1/4. Object, ungroup, grab it here, 2 1/4 high. $250. 250. Enter. There we go. That's the side fuselage. It's by 4, so that'll be good. And now, object group. Let's turn it. This stupid material is so expensive, you really don't want to waste any. Copy. Paste in place. Move it over. Okay. So I need stun hanger on there. So let's type that in. www. Fill. We want black color. Back up. Oh, God. Okay, we want color. W. Color. There we go. W. You want to. There we go. Let's zoom in on this, see what it looks like. View, zoom in. What's the height on these letters? It's 18 by 3/4 of an inch. That's way too long. So do we have the tracking screwed up on this? Let's see here. Tracking is 95. We pull it together. Make it 80. No. No, I won't be able to pick them. So, what the hell is this? I don't want that canceled. So, let's see here. 18. We want to keep constraints. Let's see what the length of that needs to be. Length of that is 11.5 inches. 11.5, and they're a little over a ½ inch tall. 11.5 by ½ inch. 11.5 by ½ inch. So we got, there we go. There we go. All right, we need another bounding box. We're gonna have 2 of them. Do this one. No, delete. This one. I said it was 11.5, so we want to make this 1 inch tall, and I'll make that 13. 13. Enter. Better make this 1.5 inches. And no color appearance. None. Let's center that up. Center it up. Object group. Object group. I guess we go to the top. That's bottom, top. There we are. Okay. Shift. Object group. Move it up. And we're going to waste a little bit there. Maybe I can get some other stuff in there. Copy. Paste in place. Well, I hope, I'm just going through this. I'm not really teaching you how to use this program, because I really don't know how to use it. I just get by. Everything I do on the computer, I just get by. I mean, okay. Object group. Move it up. All right, let's zoom out. View, zoom out. Well, there's the first cut sheet of the stencils. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That is the first sheet of the cut. Let's see, I need Pampa, AMA, I don't know. Oh, I need checkerboards. I got to do some checks. Let's see. This is not going to go as easy as I thought, just for the simple fact that I have to do the checkerboards. The checkerboards are going to have to be taped the old-fashioned way because they taper. Now, some good kid on the computer could whip this out in about 5 minutes, but I don't know what I'm doing, so let's see here. Remove. So I just got to go by tinkering around, you know, the same way I built stun hanger. I tinkered around until I got what I wanted, and it's kind of tough. You guys got any questions of what's going on? I got it hanging on the wall up here behind me. I hope that it turns out okay. All right, we're 5 minutes short of an hour. I really don't have much more. When will the paint start to fly? Saturday. Saturday we'll get 2-3 colors on it anyway. Tomorrow night I'll take it off the wall and start papering it, so that when Saturday comes around we can just bolt to the paint stand and start painting. It's probably going to take several paint sessions. It's probably 2 months out from being finished, but hey, we're not flying anyway, so I mean the weather, it's 30 degrees out there. I'm not going out there at 30 degrees. Ain't no way. I'm packing up stuff, getting stuff ready to go. Back to Stun Hanger West. Had a father that flew off skis. Better man than me. Ain't no way. I absolutely hate the cold. I'm from the desert of California, 210 foot below sea level, 131 in the shade. We had stick lizards. The lizard would hold a stick in his mouth and run across the street, and because his feet got so hot, he'd set the stick down and stand on top of it. The Salton Sea had rocks that float too. I used to freak people out. We used to go down to the point, and we'd be drinking, and I said, "You see this rock right here? I'll bet you $10 I can throw it out there and it'll float." No way. Okay. The salinity of the Salton Sea was about 1.5 times of the ocean, and it was fast. We used to have hydroplane before the sea got, polluted. We used to have hydroplane races on North Shore, and it was the fastest water in California because it was so salty. And when we skied, water skied, you could really haul ass. We had three kind of fish in there at the time back in the 70s: croaker, corvina, and sargo. And corvina are a one-bone whitefish, prehistoric fish with a tongue, and they grow 30, 40 pounds. And boy, were they good eating, just like eating lobster. One bone, just peel the backbone out of it, and it was slick. Look it up, corvina. They're not in very many places in the world. Then the tilapia, they decided that they would put in a non-game fish. They put in a food fish, the tilapia, and they overtook the sea. Of course, yes, Salton Sea. That's where I'm from. 210 foot below sea level, hotter than hell. Well, Grim Reaper, your dad was flying in the correct direction. We fly in the wrong direction. If you look at Rich Gacabone, of course he's in the nursing home now, but he flew in the opposite direction. It's a little, because we're used to going counterclockwise, it's a little hard to follow when somebody flies clockwise. You've been there many times growing up. Well, do you remember Helen's Beach House? Of course, you might went to North Shore. That was Salton Sea Beach. I lived right down the street. Had a motorcycle shop right down the street. Me and Shorty Bob. Helen Burns. Her dad was Mr. Bilyeu, and he was 100 and I don't know, I think it was 104 or 105, and he'd walk down the middle, he couldn't see, he'd walk down the middle of the street looking at the yellow line. And he'd walk down to the tavern and he'd get up there and talk. Yeah. Now, from what I gather, it stinks because the Salton Sea is a basin. It's 210 foot below sea level. So the Imperial Valley, which the All-American Canal overflowed, the Colorado River overflowed, and created a delta at the end, and the Salton Sea filled up because it was a deep basin. Well, the All-American Canal feeds the Imperial Valley, where most of your vegetables in the United States used to come from. Now I don't know where they come from. Well, there's no place for that water to drain but down, so it would end up at the Salton Sea. Well, it takes all that salinity from the topsoil and dumps it there. That's why it was so salty. That's why my skin color is so dark. My arms, because it was burning. During the winter I don't lose much tan because I've been burnt by the sun. And when you get there, I turn black, and just absolutely black in the sun. And you think you would think I'd burn up, but I don't. Indio. That's why I speak Spanish too, because I lived down there, and that's close to Mexico. Then I lived in Mexico too, but anyway, I appreciate you watching. Been on an hour and 2 minutes. I shared a little bit of my past with you, and hopefully you enjoyed watching me tinker with Cuts-A-Lot Pro, and maybe I'll get that finished for tomorrow night. You want to remove this. Stop screen. All right. Fair winds, tight lines. See you tomorrow.